Hey everyone, what is up? So today I'm going to go through my PlayStation Vita collection. A few of you have been asking me to do this for a while, so let's just get right to it. Now as I go through these games, I'm going to put some annotations and links in the YouTube video to basically specify whether or not it's PlayStation TV compatible, and if I've done a review, I will link to the review. If I've done an unboxing of a special edition, I will link to that as well. But otherwise, we're not going to go through these special editions today. If you want to see them, click on the link as I go through these games here. All right, let's get right to it. So first of all, for systems, I did get the second model PlayStation Vita, the Borderlands bundle. It came with a memory card and all that. It was a pretty good deal at the time. That's really what kind of jump-started me into the Vita. And at that time, that's when games were starting to be clearanced out at stores. So it was a good time to jump in. I got lots of games really cheap. So I got that. I got the PlayStation TVs, also very cheap. I've got the Asian model, which is white, and then I also have the US Lego bundle that I got when it was on clearance on Amazon for 50 bucks. But we've been seeing lots and lots of sales on the PlayStation TV. So if you don't have a PlayStation Vita yet, check out my games as I go through them. I will specify whether or not they're PlayStation TV compatible, and if you see enough games that are PlayStation TV compatible in here that you're interested in, I highly recommend picking up a PlayStation TV because they are really cheap. You can find them between $35 and $40, $50, anywhere in there, depending on the sales. Sometimes even cheaper. All right, with the systems out of the way, let's just get right to the games. So Akiba's Trip. This one has been stuck at like the $30 price for a long time, and finally was able to pick it up when it went on sale for $20. But this is just one of those games. I try to get the games, you know, $10 or less, but this is one of those games that just was not coming down in price for me. Angry Birds Star Wars, still sealed, of course, because it's Angry Birds Star Wars. Arcana Heart 3, Love Max. RNO Surge Plus, Ode to an Unborn Star. This is like a definitive version of the PlayStation 3 version, and also I have this in limited edition as well. Army Corps of Hell, Asphalt Injection, Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. I actually haven't played this version of Assassin's Creed, so I don't know if it's any good on the Vita. Batman Blackgate, Ben 10 Galactic Racing, Blaze Blue Continuum Shift Extend, Borderlands 2, the physical copy. As you saw, my PlayStation Vita did come with Borderlands 2, but it came with a digital download. I wanted the physical copy, but I didn't really want to pay a lot for it. Fortunately, Best Buy clearanced these out to $10 recently, and so I picked up a couple because, you know, when they're on sale cheap, you pick up a few for trading. Breach and Clear. This was limited to 1,500 copies from Limited Run Games. I did pay full price for it because you pretty much have to. This is very limited. It was $25. Digital download's much cheaper, but if you're going for the physical collection, you gotta get it. Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified. Child of Light was a digital download game that eventually went physical, so I picked it up. Conception 2, I didn't really get into this one, but I think I just need to give it a little bit more time. Corpse Party Blood Drive, I really wanted to play this game. I wanted to play it on Halloween, but I didn't have the first two games, and I've been told you should really play through the other ones, but I don't know, I'm thinking about just jumping right in here. I did get the limited edition for this. Criminal Girls Invite Only. This one I couldn't really get into either. The battles just seemed really simplistic, and it seemed like it was going to be really grindy, which I don't mind if a grind-heavy RPG game, but this one, it just didn't draw me in. There's something about it, I don't know what it was. Maybe I just need to give it more time. Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. This is an example of why you probably should give your games a little bit more time, because this one, I really did not like it at first. It was really dialogue heavy. The graphics are very simplistic. I just wasn't digging it. But then after a while, I put more time into it, and the story really sucked me in, and I just absolutely love this series now. So glad I did that. And then here is Danganronpa 2. I'm really close to the end of this one. I just got to finish it off so I can play Ultra Despair Girls. Danganronpa, another episode, Ultra Despair Girls. This isn't a direct sequel. There is a part 3 that's going to be coming out, but this is kind of like a little side story. And this plays a lot differently than the other Danganronpa games. This one is more like they use 3D models and it's a little bit more action-oriented. And while I haven't played it yet because I'm still trying to finish the second one, T is telling me that the subject matter in this one is a lot more controversial. So, I don't know, I'm curious. I can't wait to try it out. Dead or Alive 5 Plus. This version of the game does include like a first-person fighting mode with touch controls, but honestly, it's a little gimmicky. If you can otherwise switch it to the original controls, and it plays as an excellent port from the home consoles. Demon Gaze, this is a PlayStation Vita exclusive, and it plays as like a 3D exploration dungeon crawler game with a really good story. Disgaea 3 and 4 on the PlayStation Vita, these have all of the DLC from the console release, and they have improved functionality, making them the definitive versions of Disgaea 3 and 4. DJ Max Technica Tune, music rhythm game. Dragon's Crown, excellent graphics, sound, and narration. I love this game. Dungeon Hunter Alliance, a pretty fun game that plays a bit like Diablo. Dungeon Travelers 2, another dungeon crawler game. This one was apparently censored for the North American release. I guess there were a few images that they needed to change to maintain a mature rating and not all adults only. Dynasty Warriors Next, PlayStation Vita exclusive and a launch title. F1 2011, this used to be like a $5 game, but lately it's been up to like around $30 on eBay. It's been a little ridiculous. Collecting is getting a little bit harder for the first release of games, and this is like, you know, like the first release of games on the Vita. FIFA Soccer 13, FIFA Soccer 14, Final Fantasy X 10-2 HD Remaster. The North American version of this game includes Final Fantasy X on a cartridge, and then 10-2 is a digital download code. Freedom Wars God of War Collection. This is the HD remaster of God of War 1 and 2 on a single Vita card and with trophy support now. Gravity Rush is currently a PlayStation Vita exclusive, but they are currently working on a remastered version for PlayStation 4. Excellent game though. Hatsune Miku Project Diva F Second. Now this game, it's a music rhythm game, but there's something very unique about this PlayStation Vita game, and that is it comes with a manual. This is the only PlayStation Vita game in North America that I know of that actually includes a manual. Now, it is a bit sparse, but hey, it's a manual. That was highly unexpected. Hot Shots Golf uses the stupid online pass. Hototo no Niki, the Firefly Diary, uses a stylized spelling of the Japanese name. Hototo no Niki is the Firefly Diary in Japanese. Then we have the Hyperdimension Neptunia series. First we have Hyper Devotion Noir, Goddess Blackheart. And this game actually plays more like a tactical role-playing game. And then we have Producing Perfection. This one is like an Idolmaster game. If you've ever played the Idolmaster games, it's basically like you manage a pop singing group. So that one's a little bit weird for a Hyperdimension Neptunia game. And then we have Rebirth 2 and Rebirth 3. I'm missing Rebirth 1 just because I'm waiting for it to come down in price. These Hyperdimension Neptunia games do not come down in price very often, with the exception of Producing Perfection, because that is one of the weird ones, and you can usually find that one pretty cheap. But the other games, a little bit harder to find cheap, and so I'm just waiting for Rebirth 1 to come down in price a little bit more. But these are excellent games, and the Rebirth versions are the definitive versions, again, on the PlayStation Vita versus the PlayStation 3 system. Then we've got Neptunia U, Action Unleashed. This one plays like Senran Kagura, so it's more like an action role-playing game for the battles, and I absolutely love this playstyle. I really like this. It goes a lot faster, you know. Disney Infinity 2.0, Injustice: Gods Among Us, Killzone Mercenary, Lego Batman 2. There's a bunch of these Lego games. Lego Batman 3, Laval's Journey, Lego Harry Potter, Lego Lord of the Rings, Lego Marvel Superheroes, Lego the Movie, Little Big Planet PlayStation Vita. This is an exclusive version of Little Big Planet for the PlayStation Vita, so if you like Little Big Planet, check this one out. Little Deviants, Luminous, love this game, great music. Madden NFL 13, Michael Jackson The Experience, Mind Zero. Actually, I have the Japanese version and the US version. I got the Japanese version really cheap before the US version came down in price. Minecraft, I've got two versions of this. I have the US release, which is physical case with a digital download inside, which is kind of stupid, but I wanted the complete North American collection. I also got the European version because this does include the cartridge, so that means I can share it with T or my friends and they can play with me. These are compatible with each other, so no need to worry about that. MLB 12, MLB 13, MLB 14, and MLB 15. Still got my clearance sticker on here. MLB 15 is a digital download in a physical case again, so be mindful of that. Mod Nation Racers Road Trip, Moe Chronicles, another dungeon crawler. This one is actually the Asian release. It is subtitled in English, but otherwise it is Japanese audio. And I'm not sure if this is ever coming to the United States, so I just picked it up anyway, just in case. And it's pretty fun. Mortal Kombat, the PlayStation Vita version is supposed to contain over 150 new challenge tower missions. Need for Speed Most Wanted, Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus, Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus 2, One Piece Unlimited World. This one looks really cool. I haven't played it yet, but I'm excited to try this one. Operation Abyss, New Tokyo Legacy is another PlayStation Vita exclusive 3D dungeon crawler. Also have the limited edition. Persona 4 Golden. Definitely worth getting a PlayStation Vita or PlayStation TV for. Love this game so much. Great music, excellent game. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, Putty Squad, the return of a really old game, Ragnarok Odyssey, Rayman Origins, Reality Fighters, Resistance Burning Skies, Retro City Rampage DX. This PlayStation Vita version was limited to just over 3,000 copies and it sold out pretty quick. Ridge Racer, Senran Kagura Shinobi Versus. Love this game. Actually, this was a digital download game, and the physical version only came available as a limited edition physical collector's box with like an art book and some other stuff. Shinobi 2, Silent Hill Book of Memories, Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed, Sorcery Saga Curse of the Great Curry God. I have the limited edition for this too, and it is a really weird limited edition. Check it out if you have not seen it. Soul Sacrifice, SpongeBob Hero Pants, still sealed. Spy Hunter, really fun version of Spy Hunter. If you're familiar with the old NES version, like I played the NES version and the arcade version. That was it for a long time, and then I went and played this recently. And it's actually a really good version of Spy Hunter. It's like how a modern Spy Hunter should play. I did a review for actually all like 4 different Spy Hunter games, so check it out if you're interested. Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Super Monkey Ball Banana Splits. Monkey Ball's always fun, especially with motion controls. Supremacy MMA Unrestricted. This game is getting a lot harder to find, and actually you can get it at GameStop for $7 if they still happen to have it in stock, and hopefully they still have this original slipcover, because that makes a big difference in the value of the game. Complete in box, you're looking at like around $30. With just a loose cart, it's probably worth like $15 now. So keep an eye out for that if you don't have it already. Tales of Hearts R was originally released as Tales of Hearts on the Nintendo DS, and that was exclusive to Japan. Well, Tales of Hearts R was released on the Vita and iOS, and it is an improved version of the original Tales of Hearts. It has improved functionality and a much better battle system. It's now 3D, a lot better. So this is definitely the Tales of Hearts R game to get. Like I said, I can't really call it an exclusive because it is available on iOS, so if you don't have a Vita and you're interested in playing this, I know the Tales of Hearts games are pretty popular, and this is a really good one. Check it out on iOS if you don't have a PlayStation TV or PlayStation Vita. Tearaway is a really fun PlayStation Vita game that makes use of all the various inputs and sensors on the Vita, and it does a really good job of it. There is a revised version available on the PlayStation 4 now, but of course it's not going to be taking advantage of the PlayStation Vita's inputs, but still a cool game either way. Check it out. Terraria on the PlayStation Vita, Tetris Ultimate, pretty good Tetris game that was made for just about every platform to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Tetris. Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters. If you're planning on picking this one up, you might want to wait a little bit because a improved version of this was released in Japan just recently, and that may eventually be coming to North America, so wait and see on that. On the other hand, you might be able to get this a lot cheaper when that does come out because this one will be the less desirable version. Touch My Katamari. It's Katamari on the Vita, and I love Katamari. This one is unique in that it uses the rear touchpad, so you can stretch or squeeze the Katamari to fit it into tight places or to get more surface area as you're rolling things up. Very cool. Toukiden, The Age of Demons, and Kiwami. Basically, the only difference between these two games is this one includes this entire game plus a ton of additional new content. So if you're trying to decide between the two of these, this is the one to get. Otherwise, if you're going for a complete collection, I guess get them both. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Uncharted Golden Abyss is an exclusive Uncharted game for the PlayStation Vita. It makes use of various inputs and sensors on the Vita and does a pretty good job of it, but this game really highlights just how good the performance is on the PlayStation Vita. It looks just as good as any PlayStation 3 Uncharted game, from my opinion. Unit 13 is an exclusive third-person shooter for the PlayStation Vita. It also does co-op if you have another friend with a Vita and the game. The Walking Dead Season 1 and 2, these can get a little bit laggy in like the high action sequence parts of the games, but they were still playable for me. Valhalla Knights 3, an RPG exclusive to the PlayStation Vita. Virtua Tennis 4. Virtue's Last Reward. This is Volume 2 of the Zero Escape series of visual novel adventure games. Wipeout 2048, another launch title for the Vita and also an exclusive. Wolf Among Us. World Rally Championship 4. There's actually a part 3 and a 5 on the Vita, but we didn't actually get any of the World Rally games here in North America. I just thought I'd import this one to try it out. The Vita is region free after all, just to see how it is, and I got this one really cheap, so anxious to see how it plays. X-Blaze, Code Embryo, and Lost Memories. And finally, Ys Memories of Celceta. This is an excellent role-playing game on the PlayStation Vita, exclusive as far as I know. If you are a fan of the Ys series, definitely check this one out. If you are not a fan of the series and you just like role-playing games, you'll probably still really like this. You don't need to have played any of the previous games to enjoy this. It's an excellent action role-playing game. Check it out. Alright guys, so that is my current PlayStation Vita collection. Of course, the PlayStation Vita library is still expanding, so I'm still getting new games, and I have almost a complete collection of the current lineup. I'm still missing a good maybe 20 games or so. Alright everyone, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.